This is Car Guys New England, and today's topic is going to be about something that a lot of people either don't understand or it's not well known. And the topic is speed enforced by aircraft. So I can imagine, you've driven down the highway and you've must have seen the signs that say speed enforced by aircraft. And a lot of people just don't understand um, how they do it or anything like that. A lot of people think that, they're magically shooting radar down at you or laser or some sort of high tech thing to get your speed. And the truth is, they're not. They're not using anything high tech to get your speed. Um, Take a look at this video clip, and you're going to notice some interesting lines on the side of the highway. Oh, there's another one. Oh, another one. All right. So those white lines that are probably about a quarter mile apart a piece that are on each side of the road, what those are is when and it's usually a fixed wing aircraft like a Cessna, and it's a high wing type. So it typically has, the wing above the cabin. That's so they can easily look down and see what's going on down at the roadway. So what happens is the police officer that is in the aircraft will take note of when your nose of your car passes the first line. And then from there, he will use a stopwatch or a VASCAR device, which is basically a computer for figuring out the amount of time that it takes you to go from one fixed point to another. Will compute your speed. Or they can just sit there and do a math formula for it, especially if they know where these lines are painted. It's a fixed set distance. So they're able to figure out what your average speed was from when you passed line one to the next line. Typically, out here, the way it's set up is usually there's about 2 miles of these lines in particular areas, either northbound, southbound, east, west, whatever. But it's usually set up so the aircraft can just circle around and just keep doing loops for probably a few hours if they're really aggressive about getting people's speeds and things like that. So another big question is, how do you know that they're actually out there doing this? Well, the biggest telltale sign, and usually at this point you're completely screwed, is once you've passed through one of these areas. See, a lot of people, typically their minds are just on cruise control, so they don't even notice these lines on the side of the road, so they just blow through these areas. But usually when you get through that particular area, you're going to see either signs speed enforced by aircraft, and they could be temporary signs, things like that. At that point, you're screwed. You are absolutely screwed if you flew through that area, because the portable signs mean that there's cops ahead, and usually I call this the wolf pack, because you're going to see so many cop cars ahead, and they're just going to be flagging down drivers left and right. So how do you protect yourself from that? That's a great question. But first, I do have a quick clip of kind of what it looks like to get through kind of the gauntlet of aircraft. All right, so as you saw in that video, there were some portable signs set up over on the right-hand breakdown lane that said speed enforced by aircraft. Those drivers were already screwed at that point. They were getting tickets regardless. But anyways, how do you really effectively protect yourself from this? Well, it's a multi-layered approach. Just like any good defense, it has to have multiple layers. One is that be alert. If you see these particular lines, and they're called VASCAR lines, if these lines are painted on the side of the road and you don't have any technology that will help protect you from it, slow down when you enter these areas. Let somebody else fly through it. You know, that's the best way, number one. Number two, another layer of defense would be to run an app like Waze, because Waze, especially when you're driving down the highway, you can see miles down the road, and you're going to see a ton of cops flagged, usually in a concentrated area. If you see this and it's an area that you're familiar with VASCAR, then you absolutely know. You know for a fact that they're most likely flying an aircraft to get speed. The other thing is you can use technology. There is technology out there to detect aircraft, things like that, but that is a completely another discussion. There's also apps out there if you're pretty clever and you understand a lot about aircraft and things like that. Then there are some apps out there to check. So anyways, hope you thought the video was useful. Hopefully it saves some people the expense of a VASCAR ticket. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to like it. Be sure to comment down below if you have any questions or comments about this particular topic. And also, if you're not currently subscribing, please feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.